Hey guys, this is Zachariah Bourne, and in this video someone asked me, what do I look for? What do I personally, as a dating coach, look for in a mate? What do I look for? That's a great question. And even though it's going to have a lot of personal taste in it, I think there's a lot of core things that all of us should be looking for. So first thing I look for is I look for someone happy, someone who's in a good state. People who are in a good state often. So I want someone who can love easily, be in a state of love easily, because I am in a state of love easily and often. Someone who's happy and fun and easygoing to be around. Yeah. Those are qualities I really look for. Someone who's who's aligned, someone who's into that. Another personal thing that I look for is someone who's a bit spiritually inclined, because I'm into spirituality and all that woo-woo stuff I like. I meditate every day. They don't have to meditate every day, but it doesn't hurt. I look for someone who can be in a really good state with me, someone who I have good chemistry with, whose things are easy. And these are all things that if you like these, you should start looking for this. It's great to make like a little list of things that you like, that you look for. I also, one thing that I think is pretty cool that I think a lot of people really overlook. There's a couple areas. One is, I think sexuality and sex life is something that's really overlooked. People are scared to kind of look under the hood of that and to really give much focus to your sex life. Hardly anyone I've dated really does, and yet it can be such an advantage. And you don't need a lot of experience in order to be way ahead on sexuality. I mean, someone had basically no experience at all, and she decided she just had a lot of enthusiasm to learn, and went out and learned from a bunch of videos and stuff like that, and she like rocked my world, and she had never been with anyone before me, and she was amazing. And I've had people who have a lot of experience, and it's just like, if you're bored with sex, they're going to be bored with sex. If you're bored, they're going to be bored. It's not their job to make it interesting. It's your job to make it interesting for yourself. And so I look for someone who's really self-empowered, someone who's creating how they want things to be, their sex life, or they're making it how they want to be for them. Their personal life, all that stuff. Another big thing I think is a great thing that you'll notice with a lot of successful people. The reason they pick a specific partner is because they help them with their dream. And very few women I've ever dated have even ever attempted in any form or fashion to help me with my dreams. Almost no one. And a lot of the big, people like Bill Gates or, who was it? One of the like richest men in the world from 100 years ago or something like that. I can't remember who it was. But they describe like how their wives are the only ones who really push them to go to the next level, who can see what they can do more than they can, who has a vision for them. And so that's something I think that really sets people apart. And I've only really dated one or two girls that have even attempted to do that on any level, and none of them have really had a vision for me and could see where I could go to the level that I think would be great. So, I mean, how often are we saying, what can we do to really improve this person's life, to help them achieve their dreams? That's so powerful, so powerful. And anyone who's really helped me to do that, I've stayed with way longer than, you know, other people. So, so I think that's really a good thing to look for. So yeah, someone who's happy, someone who's into personal development, someone who's really growing. And because if I'm growing very fast, I want someone who's growing very fast too. It makes sense. Because if we start outpacing each other, it's going to be, you know, we're not going to be a match anymore, and things are going to pull us apart. So, so yeah, I look for, and I think everyone should look for someone who's growing, someone who's moving forward. Because if someone has peaked out, you know, that's not really, you don't want someone who's depreciating in value. You want someone who's increasing in value day after day after day. And all of us can. All of us have that capability. So yeah, these are some of the things that I really look for. You know, a great sexual connection, somebody I really enjoy being with, somebody who wants to be a part of my dream, someone who's very easy to be around, someone who I feel very free, someone very open-minded. You know, I'm not super traditional when it comes to dating types, and I'm very open-minded. And so I approach it much differently than a normal person does. And so I need someone who embraces that, encourages that, supports that. Yeah, somebody very supportive in every area. So yeah, and all those things you can have too. You can have too. And maybe you can add that to your list of things that you want to throw in, because you can create anything that you want. 100% believe that. But it just requires a little focus, and you know, this gives me focus too. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed this video. If any of you guys are looking for one-on-one coaching to help you get an incredible partner, then contact me. Go ahead and send me a message. Also, subscribe and hit the bell on YouTube so you can get notified when I have new videos coming out and new content. Also, follow me on Instagram and join the Romance Academy Facebook group with Zachariah Bourne, and you can interact with me there. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Take care.